All right, yo, you guys remember when Pokemon Go came out and it was like super addicting? Everybody was, even adults were into, everybody was playing it, right? But ultimately, other than just like a fun pastime, you didn't earn anything. And if you were like me, you spent literally hours of hard work. A few weeks ago, I found out on Reddit about this geolocation game that's pretty similar to Pokemon Go, but it's in the crypto world and you earn Bitcoin and Ethereum in it. Once I found out about it, I had to look around and kind of see how much are people really earning, because how much really can you earn from this? But people on Reddit are saying that they're earning somewhere around like 30 to 50 a month if they're playing it every other day for a few minutes. People who are a little bit more dedicated, playing about an hour or two every day, are making about 100 to 250 a month. Some people, like, what's the guy's name? Blockboy, literally making 500 to 1,000 a month. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. So I installed it. I've been playing it for a few weeks. The game's called Coin Hunt World, and I know it sounds too good to be true. After playing a few weeks, though, I'm super addicted, and I'm starting to actually earn a pretty decent amount of Bitcoin and Ethereum from it. And I'm realizing after you play maybe about a month or two, you can start to really build up your user vaults and stuff. I'll talk about it, and you can end up making more because you kind of establish yourself in the game. Anyways, I want to tell you guys about what this game is, and then also give you like a little basic guide walkthrough of how to actually play the game. Okay, so let's back up for just a second. The game right now is in beta. That's why not a lot of people are talking about it, but they actually just submitted it for approval to Android and Apple. So theoretically, it should be going officially live on the App Store in both of those in the next few months, pending approval. I wanted to see who's behind the game and how there's really money to source this game. And one of the co-founders of the game is Bill Shihara, who's the CEO of Bittrex, which is one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world. So as soon as I heard that, I was sold, because I was like, okay, this game absolutely is legit, because this guy's reputation's on the line, but also he has a ton of money for something like this. And then after looking deeper into it, there's actually a ton of users who have reported being successfully paid out. Every Tuesday is when they pay out, and it's happened for weeks and weeks and weeks. So this is a legit thing. So after about a week or two, depending on how much you're playing the game, you can unlock payments, you can unlock the wallet, and then every Tuesday it'll automatically send the Bitcoin and Ethereum that you earn in the game into your Uphold wallet. I looked into it, and they said that they have 3 ways that they're planning to make money after this beta goes through and it becomes an official app. So they said the first thing is selling cosmetic items in the game for your avatar. So you have like a little character, a little guy, and you can earn these resources, these things called resin and paint and stuff, to build these outfits to custom fit your guy with. But as the game goes, I'm sure they'll probably just make it so that you can shortcut too if you don't want to do that, and you can just pay $5 or $10 or whatever to just get a new skin for your guy. The second way they're going to make money is they said they're going to charge token teams who want to use Coin Hunt World to educate the players who are using the app about their tokens. So this probably be like ICO projects and stuff. If you don't know, there's so much money in those ICOs and those developing tokens. So I'm sure they would have lots and lots of people basically reaching out to them to get their users to see their coin. And the third official thing that they've talked about is establishing marketing programs with businesses that are brick and mortar, so that as you know, you put special vaults and special things inside of their physical stores, people would increase the foot traffic that actually comes to that brick and mortar store. I can imagine about like 100 different ways they can make money, especially with a growing user base, which right now is about 20,000 people. But I imagine this game's going to reach hundreds of thousands in less than a year, because people loved Pokemon Go, and being able to earn crypto, which is also very trendy and everybody wants to do that, I feel like that's a perfect marriage. I think this game's going to blow up. Okay, so enough of that. You now understand what the game is, how it got started, how they have money for it. How does the game actually work? How do you play it? So the basic premise of this game is you're exploring the real world around you, and then you're searching for these keys that are different colors, and you use those colored keys to open vaults. When you open a vault, you get to choose one of 3 categories of questions, and then it'll give you a trivia question. And if you answer that question correctly within the time limit, then you're rewarded with Bitcoin, Ethereum, keys, resin, or paint, which are resources. I'll get into that in a little bit. But after you play for a bit and you gather up some keys, you can then place your own user vaults anywhere in the world. And when other people, other users use your vault, you get a portion of the keys that they use on that vault. So while the game is still relatively small, it's a good strategy to get started, to build up your vaults. You get 10 user vaults and put them in the best spots in your city. So like basically, you know, if there's somewhere that thousands of people are going to be hitting every day, like a train station or Hollywood Boulevard or like the airport or anything like that, it's a good place to put those user vaults, because eventually other people won't be able to steal those pieces of property. So it's kind of like getting prime real estate, like getting Park Boulevard on the Monopoly board. It's one of the reasons that I'm playing a lot right now, but it's also one of the reasons I'm bringing it up to you so early, so that you can get in before it officially launches in the App Store and tons more people are playing in your city. I'll do a brief walkthrough in a second, but first, let me walk you through installing it, because it is a little bit tricky because it's in beta. It's not as simple as just going to the App Store, which if this is too complicated, which it's not that hard, you can just wait a month or two, but it's not too complicated. So let's do this. If you have an Android phone, just go to the link I put in the description, download the app, make sure you enable the beta access setting in Google Play, and that's it. You'll be able to just download it and start playing. Pretty simple. If you have an iPhone, on the other hand, it's a little more complex, but it's still pretty easy. So first, you have to download this app called Test Flight. This is an app that lets people install apps on their iPhone that are still in beta. After you download Test Flight and it's on your phone, then click the link I put in the description, which will let you download the game. You can't search for it on the App Store, you have to use that link. Finally, once the game is installed on your phone, come back to this video and click the referral link below that link you just used, and then you'll be credited with using a referral link, which will earn you extra stuff. It'll get you 2 green prize boxes, which are worth about $2 in crypto, but even more importantly, it'll usually give you a good amount of resources that will take a long time to collect. For me, it gave me 5,000 resin, which you usually only collect 100 resin per vault, so that would be like 50 vaults. It's pretty helpful, and as long as you come back and click the referral link before you build your first HQ, it'll link up and credit you that you used a referral link. You aren't going to see that reward until you build your HQ, so let's now get into the basics of the game and explain how you can do that. Okay, so when you first open the game, you're gonna see a little QB character, that's what it's called, it's a QB, and then you're gonna see a map of your area. So if you're familiar with Pokemon Go, this should be pretty simple. Move around your city by walking or biking or driving or whatever until you start to find blue keys. They're gonna be everywhere, especially if you're in a more dense city. You have to get within a certain proximity to click on keys or vaults. So when you get close enough, click on it, it's gonna unlock that key. You're gonna pull that key out of that box. And after you open the key box, it's going to turn into a forging icon. So once you collect 10 blue keys, you can click that forge icon that comes up, and then you can forge those 10 keys, those 10 blue keys, into 1 green key. Now's when the game basically starts. Now's when you pretty much have gotten through the tutorial kind of, and you can start doing the fun stuff. You can use that green key to build your HQ, your headquarters, anywhere you want. It's recommended, I personally think, that you should build your HQ somewhere you're going to be every single day, like your house or your job. I have mine built literally in my house because no other users can see your HQ. That was something I was really worried about. Nobody's going to see it, so it doesn't matter that it's right where you live. But you're going to want it there because you want to access it every single day. In your HQ, you can do a bunch of different stuff. The first thing that's definitely the most important is if you use the referral link, you're going to see a bunch of packages in your mailbox. So open those. You're going to end up getting a bunch of free green keys. You'll get a bunch of crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, a couple dollars worth, and then possibly some resources as well. And then the other most important thing that you should do is build that HQ quick, because every 24 hours, a green key spawns in your HQ. So even if you're not going to play the game all the time, just open the app real quick, click your HQ, collect that green key, close the app, and you're just going to stack up those keys, because in the long run, it really help you open more valuable vaults. Now that you have your HQ built and you're stacking up some green keys, now is where some of the other really fun parts of the game comes in. You click the user vaults in your HQ and you'll see a bunch of these locked slots. Click one of those and you can drag your green key up and it'll unlock one of those user vault slots. Once you unlock one of those slots, you're gonna see a little logo on the left side of your screen, and when you're moving around the world, whenever you click that little icon, it's gonna allow you to plant your user vault wherever you want. So it has to be, one of the rules is it has to be 100 yards from any other vault or key, and it has to be in a publicly accessible place so that anybody can get there by walking there. And then it's going to take about 24, 48 hours, sometimes 72 hours for the staff to basically review it. And one of the things I found out is that you don't want to be taking the picture of where the location is from the inside of your car, or they'll decline you. So, make sure you're on the street or get out of your car for a second or whatever. But then after they approve it, there's going to be a little bulldozer there. And over time, once you collect enough resin, you can go to your little bulldozer and you can drop that resin in. That's one of the resources you collect from vaults all around your city. And once you have 10K resin in there, that little bulldozer is going to turn into your own user vault that other users can see and other users can use. Now, these user vaults will look different, and they'll also have a name that you named them. And these user vaults are awesome. They have a better incentive because they give out better rewards than normal vaults. So when another person sees it on the screen, they're going to make a lot more effort to go and use your user vault. And like I said, when people use your user vault, you get a portion of their keys. It's apparently every 20 keys that are used on your user vault, you get 1 key. Doesn't sound like a lot, but if that's on Hollywood Boulevard, like Blockboy has a bunch of his user vaults there, he's getting like literally ridiculous amounts, like 30 keys every single day. Oh, I should also mention that you can also use your user vault once a day. So make sure that it's somewhere that you can hit often, as well as being in somewhere that's a really populated area, because right now the game doesn't have a ton of people. So you're kind of trading off that maybe a lot of people won't be using it. It might be better to have it somewhere that you can hit every single day, because you'll get those better rewards because it's a user vault. Okay, now speaking of vaults, to make it a little bit more clear, that's how you earn crypto and resources in the game. You're going to need a corresponding key to open a corresponding colored vault. So blue keys will open blue vaults, and you're going to find those blue keys and blue vaults everywhere. And the blue vaults give you 10 cents worth of crypto, whether it be Bitcoin or Ethereum, and that's at current market value. So when crypto's down a little bit, you're getting more of that. Green vaults are a little more rare. I have found quite a few of them, and they give $1 worth of crypto. Yellow vaults are a lot more rare, and I haven't quite seen one yet, but there is a lot of them. I've seen a list of it, and they drop $10 worth of crypto. Then there are red vaults that drop $100 and purple vaults that drop $1,000. And I've seen Blockboy and a couple other people have actually unlocked that and gotten $1,000 in crypto, which is pretty crazy. Right now, the red and the purple vaults only spawn during special events, but the other 3 vaults will respawn on a regular basis. So blue vaults refill twice a day at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Green vaults respawn once a day at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then yellow vaults refill once a week on Mondays. So you can kind of make sure that you hit those again and again, especially if you have a yellow or a green vault around you. Okay, there's like a ton of other things in the game to learn about. It's a little confusing at first. That's why I wanted to make a guide. So in the game, there's other things like print shops where you can craft new QBs that are different, like flame guys and all this different stuff, which, by the way, I talked to the CEO on chat about, and he said that one day those QBs may become NFTs, non-fungible tokens, where you can sell those on markets, and the more rare they are, the more they'll be worth. There's also leaderboard rewards, there's buddy quests, there's the shop, there's special events, there's the auction house, there's a ton of other stuff. But in this video, I wanted to keep it kind of simple for now, just to get you started, kind of understanding what the game is. I'll make another video pretty soon here that'll go into more detail about all that stuff I just talked about. And I'll also talk more about strategies of like where the best place is to put your user vaults and how to play the game the best way and all that kind of stuff. But I'll also answer any questions. So if you guys have any questions after watching this video or after playing for a week or two, leave them in the comments below and I'll make sure I address those in the next video. In the meantime, if you have any questions and you're trying to figure more out about the game, go to the Coin Hunt Wiki. It's basically like a Wikipedia that has basically everything in there. You can dive in, learn more about the game and kind of any questions that pop up. It'll really simply and really detailed explain it to you. But I would definitely say that if you're thinking of this game as like a way to make a ton of money, if you're thinking of it as becoming your new job or something, that's not going to happen. You're probably going to be a little bit disappointed. But as a game that you play for fun, which is what I'm doing, it's super addictive. Like literally, I go out every single day, go to the gym, and so I just take a special route so I can hit all my user vaults. You can earn a decent amount over time, and it's paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum, which, in my opinion, is going to appreciate heavily over time. In my opinion, I think 10 or 20x on both of those. So you end up making quite a bit of it. And if you like this video and you want me to cover this game and other crypto projects in the future, give this video a thumbs up. It helps get out to way more people. Let me know if you're going to try this after you've seen this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you very soon for new videos, and good luck hunting.